Hi, it's Beth from Piano with Beth, and today I'm going to have a quick chat with you about articulation in piano playing. So first of all, what is articulation? Articulation is the way that you strike and release a note or a group of notes. Some examples of articulation are staccato, so that's playing the notes really short and detached. Portato, where the notes are also detached but a little bit longer than staccato. Legato, where the notes are smooth and connected. Another example of articulation is a two-note slur, so where you drop into the first note and release the second. And also accents are another example of articulation. That's an accented note is where the note is a little bit louder than the other notes around it. And the reason articulation is important is it's a really crucial part of being able to play expressively. So you know how sometimes you might hear someone play a piece and something about the way that they play it just creates a really strong emotional response in you. Like it might make you feel really nostalgic or really excited or really sad. And then you might hear somebody else play exactly the same piece and it almost doesn't even sound like the same piece. Like it just makes you feel nothing at all, even though it's exactly the same sequence of notes. I think a lot of people think that that's like just some kind of like mysterious quality that some people have, that they're able to create the first response, but it's actually just an understanding by the person playing of the impact of three ingredients really. The speed that they're playing it at and having control over that. The dynamics, so how loud or soft you're playing and how you're mixing that up, and the articulation that you're choosing to use and also how you're mixing that up. So for example, when you're playing classical music, it's really important to be able to get like an elegant sound to have extremely clean articulation. And by clean articulation, I mean if you've got detached notes, that there's a really clear even spacing between each note. If you've got both hands slurring at the same time and letting go at the same time, like the slur ends at the same time in both hands, that both hands come off at exactly the same time. And that's what creates that beautiful, clear sound when you're playing a classical piece. That is what makes it so beautiful. And then when you're playing jazz, if you want it to sound really jaunty and playful and cheeky, you have to be able to quickly change up the different types of articulations that you're using, and definitely not just play everything legato. Like be able to do quick little grace notes, little staccato notes, a heavy portato sound in the bass to make it sound like a double bass. So yeah. Before I go, I'm just going to play you a few pieces with the articulation as it's written, and then leaving the articulation out so that you can hear what a big difference it makes. So first of all, I've got Shkoto by Kabalevsky, which is the lovely little playful piece that has the pattern of 3 slurred notes followed by 2 staccato notes. And those staccato notes are so important to making it sound light and playful, but if you leave them out, you can hear the difference that makes. This is from grade 6 RCM, it's called Les Carillions. Okay, that's with the articulation in. If we leave that out and we slur everything, everything. You can hear that they all just sound a little bit different. It's not, you might even prefer one of the versions that's not what it's meant to be, but it's having an awareness of the different expressiveness, I guess, the different mood that you're creating, the different feel that you're creating when you change the articulation. And also just being aware of what the composer intended it to sound like. So here's another one, Melinda's Mini March by Karen Bailey. This piece has staccato in the left hand and legato in the right hand, which is quite a difficult skill when you first learn how to do it, but it creates a very different feeling to if you join everything together. Whoops. Now if we slow everything together, that jauntiness that is the appeal of the piece, really. So yeah, if you found this video interesting, keep an eye out for my next video on this topic. I'm going to do a video on introducing articulation to beginners and developing a good foundation there. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you in the next video.